10 best places to visit in Portugal. Did you know Portugal, even with a coastline longer than the United Kingdom's, is roughly the size of Indiana? This compact nation packs an astonishing variety of landscapes, history, and culture into a small package, making it one of Europe's most dynamic destinations in 2025. Today, we're taking a deeper dive into 10 of Portugal's most unforgettable places, delivering in-depth insights, practical guidance, and vivid storytelling so your trip is as enriching as it is memorable. From sun-drenched beaches to medieval streets and volcanic islands, we're about to unpack Portugal's best-kept travel secrets. Lisbon. Lisbon is a city of romantic contrasts, with pastel trams rattling uphill, azulejo-covered facades shimmering in the sun, and soulful fado drifting through Alfama's winding lanes. But the city's charm has sparked a tourism boom that drives up accommodation costs and crowds iconic viewpoints like Miradouro da Cenoura, do Monte. To avoid feeling like a sardine in a tin, aim for sunrise visits, stay in boutique guest houses in Graça or Alfama, and wander off the beaten path to discover quiet squares and family-run tavernas. Be mindful of pickpockets in crowded elevators and bring layers. Fog and breeze near the river can chill your evening strolls. With mindful travel, Lisbon's color, culture, and energy are rightfully yours to savor. Porto is riverside authenticity. Barbarous tram rattles, terraced Ribeira houses spilling color onto the Douro, and historic cellars echoing with port wine barrels. Steep alleys offer charm but test your calves, and cruise ship crowds can turn narrow streets into photo mobs. Visit early for soft morning light on the Dom Luisi Bridge, or cross to Villanova de Gaia for panoramic views without the crush. Sample Franciscana, sip fortified port in family-run adigas, and always bring an umbrella. Porto's weather shifts as quickly as its tides. With emotion-soaked vistas and culinary flair, Porto strikes a perfect chord between grit and taste. Sintra is pure romantic daydream. Pena Palace's pastel turrets peeking through mist, Quinta Regolira's subterranean wonders, and moss-draped pine forests, tempting exploration around every bend. But popularity brings traffic chaos and bottleneck queues at palace gates. Bypass the tourist avalanche by arriving at first light, booking timed entry tickets in advance, and taking electric tuk-tuks between key estates. Coastal blotter rain and steep trails demand waterproof shoes and layers. When mist clears mid-morning, the palaces glow, the air smells of pine resin and sea breezes, and you'll understand why poets and princes made this their escape from Lisbon's buzz. Ovoor is Portugal's whisper through time, whitewashed facades, cork oak hills beyond the ramparts, and the chilling Roman temple of Diana, illuminated by street lamps after dusk. Still, tourism's rise risks diluting authenticity, making entrance fees vital contributions to preservation. Think of them as heritage investments. Amble past the bone-laden Chapel of Bones, sip vinho verde under a plane tree patio, and savor migas served generously in local taverns. Summer's thermometers soar past 400 C, so hydrate, wander during morning hours, and retreat to shaded cloisters during mid-afternoon. Heritage here is living, not museum-locked, and respects your wonder in return. Douro Valley. The Douro Valley is a wine lover's dreamscape. Rolling terraces carved by hands that have grown grapes since Roman times, vintage Rebelo boats drifting along the river, and quintas crafting ruby and tawny ports in centuries-old cellars. Wine tourism explodes here, so book stays and tastings with eco-certified estates to reduce footprint. Navigate winding mountain roads slowly, sip local olive oil with grilled trout, and savor sunset river cruises framed by vineyard-clad hills. Bring snacks and water for hikes between towns, and always stop at a viewpoint to let the valley's golden light seep in. It's a slow-flavored journey of senses, steeped in terroir and tradition. Algarve, Tavira, and Ponta de Piedade. The Algarve is more than glitzy resorts. Its soul shines at Ponta de Piedade's dramatic sandstone cliffs, Tavira's Roman bridge and quiet salt pans, and secluded seafood shacks along rugged coves. Summer over-tourism can strain villages and inflate prices. So visit villages like Cabanas or Tavira for local color, and time Ponta de Piedade sunset visits outside peak hours. Wear beach-appropriate shoes for exploring grottos and tide pools, and use reef-safe sunscreen to protect marine biodiversity. With concentrated natural beauty and cultural warmth, the Algarve reveals a soulful side by those who diligently stray from the tourist sunbed. Madeira. Madeira is Europe's botanical fortress. Volcanic peaks, lush levadas, irrigation trails draped along cliffs, and Funchal's sun-warmed coastal vibes. Rugged terrain and rapid weather shifts make waterproof layers essential, as mountain trails often transform from sunshine to mist in minutes. Guided Levada treks ensure safety across narrow paths, while 4x4 bug vehicles help navigate steep rural lanes. Taste black scabbard fish and Madeira wine at a hilltop or village tasca, soaking in panoramic Atlantic views. Madeira blends tropical green mountains, harsh geology, and island hospitality into a dramatic, all-season destination with a pulse of its own. Coimbra. Coimbra pulses with youth, song, and history. Its medieval university dominates one hill, Baroque flair vibrates in its library, and Fado de Coimbra echoes through candlelit evenings sung by male students. Yet daytime virtual tourism and university festivals can turn lanes into congestion centers. Visit libraries early, book student Fado evenings in advance, and pace uphill climbs to respect both hillside altitude and strolling rhythm. Cool down with Pastel de Santa Clara and coffee at a quiet cafe overlooking the Mondego River. It's a blend of scholarship, romance, and soulful song that resonates beyond tourist frames and into the heart of Portugal's academic heritage. Obidos. Obidos is a living fairy tale. Encircled by medieval walls, its pastel houses bloom with bougainvillea beneath crenellated top edges and spiral ramparts. But proximity to Lisbon means mass tour day tripping and souvenir stand saturation. Arrive in late afternoon when tour buses depart, wander before shops close, and sip gingina cherry liquor, served in edible chocolate cups by candlelight. High cobble pathways demand flat-soled shoes and lighter backpacks. Tread the walls under fading sun for full tower views of lemon trees and slate roofs, and you'll understand why Obidos feels like a timeless echo remastered for modern memory. Azores. São Miguel Island. São Miguel is Atlantic wilderness close but worlds away. Mist-wreathed crater lakes, geothermal hot springs bubbling in furnace, tea plantations rolling in the horizon, and ocean cliffs teeming with seabirds. Narrow winding roads and volcanic fog required careful driving and early daylight schedules. While whale watching and thermal pool swims are blissful, choose certified, sustainable operators to protect fragile ecosystems. Taste cozido, a stew cooked underground by volcanic heat, and island pineapple cultivated in greenhouses. São Miguel delivers elemental landscapes and raw energy in every vista, a treasure trove of adventure and volcanic beauty connected to ocean and earth. Portugal's magic arises from contrasts: historic cities meeting Atlantic breezes, medieval villages hugging vineyards, volcanic islands brimming with green life. Every place tells a story through architecture, flavor, or landscape. Every journey demands respect, awareness, and engagement. Which of these destinations sparked your curiosity most? Let us know below. If this guide brought Portugal closer to your heart, hit like to support us. Subscribe so you never miss another trip deep dive. And ring the bell for travel inspiration. Obrigado and see you in Portugal's next chapter.